Understanding insurance in the United States is one of the most important steps toward building financial security, yet it's also one of the most confusing topics for newcomers and even longtime residents. Whether you're an immigrant, a student, a worker, or simply someone trying to protect your finances, getting familiar with how American insurance works can save you a lot of money, stress, and uncertainty. So in this guide, we're going to break down U.S. insurance in a simple, clear, beginner-friendly way. No complicated jargon, no overwhelming details, just the core truths you need to know to protect yourself in a country where unexpected costs can get very expensive very fast. Let's start with the basics. Insurance in the United States works on a simple idea. Everyone pays a little so that no one has to pay a lot. When you buy insurance, you're paying for protection. You're paying for peace of mind. You're paying to avoid devastating bills. In America, the cost of medical care, car accidents, home repairs, and lawsuits can be extremely high. Without insurance, one accident or one unexpected situation can financially destroy a person or a family. Insurance exists to prevent that. Now, how does it actually work? When you purchase insurance, you make regular payments called premiums. In return, the insurance company promises to cover certain expenses when something bad happens. But there are rules, limits, and conditions. Most insurance types have terms like deductibles, copays, coinsurance, and coverage limits. These terms determine how much you pay and how much the insurance company pays. Don't worry, we'll break these down in a simple way. The most important thing to understand is that insurance in the United States is not just one thing. It comes in different forms: health insurance, auto insurance, renters or homeowners insurance, life insurance, and sometimes even disability insurance. Each type protects you from different risks. And depending on where you live or work, you might be legally required to have some of them. Let's start with the biggest one: health insurance. Medical costs in the U.S. are extremely high. A simple emergency room visit can cost thousands of dollars. A surgery can cost tens of thousands. Without insurance, even minor health issues can cause major financial problems. Health insurance helps reduce these costs, but it doesn't eliminate them. When you have health insurance, you still pay some money out of pocket, but the insurance covers most of the big expenses. Here's where the terms come in. A premium is what you pay each month just to keep your insurance active. A deductible is the amount you must pay before the insurance company starts helping. A copay is a small fee for doctor visits. Coinsurance is the percentage of a bill you're responsible for after meeting your deductible. It sounds complicated, but once you get used to these terms, everything becomes much clearer. The most important thing to understand is that insurance in the United States is not just one thing. It comes in different forms: health insurance, auto insurance, renters or homeowners insurance, life insurance, and sometimes even disability insurance. Each type protects you from different risks. And depending on where you live or work, you might be legally required to have some of them. Let's start with the biggest one: health insurance. Medical costs in the U.S. are extremely high. A simple emergency room visit can cost thousands of dollars. A surgery can cost tens of thousands. Without insurance, even minor health issues can cause major financial problems. Health insurance helps reduce these costs, but it doesn't eliminate them. When you have health insurance, you still pay some money out of pocket, but the insurance covers most of the big expenses. Here's where the terms come in. A premium is what you pay each month just to keep your insurance active. A deductible is the amount you must pay before the insurance company starts helping. A copay is a small fee for doctor visits. Coinsurance is the percentage of a bill you're responsible for after meeting your deductible. It sounds complicated, but once you get used to these terms, everything becomes much clearer. Next, let's talk about auto insurance, which is required in almost every state. In the U.S., medical treatment after a car accident, legal claims, and car repair costs can be extremely expensive. Auto insurance protects you from paying these costs alone. The key parts of auto insurance are liability coverage, collision coverage, and comprehensive coverage. Liability covers the damage you cause to others. Collision covers damage to your own car from accidents. Comprehensive covers non-accident events like theft, fire, or natural disasters. Then there's renter's insurance and homeowner's insurance. If you rent an apartment, renter's insurance protects your personal belongings from things like fire, theft, and water damage. If you own a home, homeowner's insurance protects the entire structure and everything inside. It also protects you legally if someone gets hurt on your property. In America, if someone slips in your home and gets injured, they can sue you. Homeowner's insurance protects you from that risk. Another major type is life insurance. This is especially important if you have a family or dependents. Life insurance pays money to your loved ones if you pass away. There are two main types: term life insurance and whole life insurance. Term is simple, affordable, and recommended for most people. Whole life is more complex and expensive. There's also disability insurance, which protects your income if you're unable to work due to illness or injury. In a country where medical bills and cost of living are high, disability insurance can prevent financial disaster. Now that we've covered the main types, let's talk about something extremely important: why insurance matters so much in the U.S. In most countries, governments cover a large portion of medical costs, damages, or emergencies. But in the U.S., the system relies on private insurance companies. Without insurance, you are financially exposed. One accident, one illness, one fire, or one unexpected situation can lead to debts that take years to pay back. Insurance isn't just financial protection, it's emotional protection. It gives you stability, confidence, and peace of mind. So how do you choose the right insurance? First, you need to understand your needs. Do you drive? Then you need auto insurance. Do you rent your home? You need renter's insurance. Do you have children or a spouse who depends on your income? You need life insurance. Are you employed? You may already have health insurance through your job. If not, you can buy it through the health insurance marketplace. The next thing you need to understand is cost. Insurance prices vary based on risk. If you drive often, live in a risky area, or have a history of claims, your insurance might cost more. If you live in a safe neighborhood, have good credit, and maintain a clean record, insurance costs go down. In the U.S., even your credit score affects the cost of insurance. The higher your score, the lower your premium. Another thing to understand is that insurance isn't just about protection, it's also about strategy. Choosing higher deductibles can reduce your monthly premiums, but it means you pay more out of pocket during a claim. Choosing lower deductibles increases your monthly payments, but reduces your expenses during emergencies. The key is finding a balance that fits your budget and your risk tolerance. Let's talk about claims. When something happens, you submit a claim to your insurance company. They review it, decide what's covered, and calculate how much they will pay. The process can be smooth or stressful depending on the situation. That's why choosing a reliable insurance company with good customer service matters. A cheaper company is not always a better company. Now, here's something most people don't know. Insurance is not an investment, it's protection. You're not supposed to make money from insurance. You're supposed to prevent losing money. That mindset shift is crucial. Insurance exists to protect your financial foundation so you can build wealth safely. Before we wrap up, let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes people make: thinking insurance is optional. It's not. In America, insurance is a core part of survival. It's part of being responsible. It's part of building a stable life. And when you understand how it works, you can use it confidently. Insurance may seem complicated at first, but once you get familiar with the basics, everything becomes manageable. The more you learn, the more empowered you become. And the truth is, knowing how insurance works in the United States is one of the smartest financial steps you can take. It keeps you safe, protected, and prepared for whatever life brings your way.